The Harvester Vase, a carved black steatite rhyton from the Minoan site of Hagia Triada, ranks among the finest small-scale sculptures of Bronze Age Crete. Dated to the Neopalatial period, about 1550 to 1500 BCE, the vessel presents a continuous low-relief band of marching figures whose rhythm, costume, and instruments have prompted generations of scholars to read the scene as a harvest procession, a ritual performance, or, controversially, a martial display. The Harvester Vase was excavated at the palace site of Hagia Triada during early 20th century Italian fieldwork. It was recovered from a room in the western wing of the complex. Archaeological stratigraphy and comparative typology place the vessel in the Neopalatial or late Minoan horizon, around the mid-2nd millennium BCE, an era marked by palatial prosperity and refined pictorial art on Crete. The find spot suggests that the vase was part of a palace or sanctuarial assemblage, rather than ordinary household ware. The piece, which is now conserved in the Heraklion Archaeological Museum, is a rhyton, a vessel designed to be used for pouring libations, made from a dark greenish-black steatite. Its surviving upper portion shows that it was constructed in separate sections. The decorated shoulder and neck survive, while the lowest part has been lost and is conventionally restored in modern replicas. The outer surface bears a continuous band of figural relief cut in low projection. Around the widest register, a procession of some 27 men advances in tight formation. Most figures wear short garments and a distinctive low-brimmed cap. Several carry long, three-pronged implements slung over the shoulder. 2 or 3 musicians appear amid the group. A man shaking what looks like a sistrum, a rattle-like instrument, and another whose mouth is open in song, giving the scene an audible dimension. At the fore stands an elder or leader, distinguished by a patterned coat and a staff, who appears to supervise or command the group. The carving emphasizes bodily rhythm and coordinated motion. Overlapping torsos, forward-leaning stances, and repeated arm and leg positions create a palpable sense of marching or dancing. The traditional and most widely accepted interpretation, endorsed by many early excavators and subsequent commentators, is that the scene represents a harvest procession or ritual of agricultural thanksgiving. The implements have often been read as agricultural tools, sickles, winnowing staffs, or pitchforks, and the music and song elements fit well with festival contexts associated with planting, reaping, or communal feasting. Nevertheless, alternative readings have been proposed. Some scholars question the practicality of the three-pronged tools for agricultural tasks and argue that they might be martial hooks or grapnels, implements for close combat during ship-to-ship fighting, thereby interpreting the scene as a victorious military or naval return rather than an agrarian festival. Others stress the performative ambiguity of Minoan imagery. Ritual, military, and agricultural vocabularies often share gestures, accoutrements, and processional forms in Bronze Age iconography, so a single image can legitimately bear multiple resonances. Recent scholarship tends to emphasize ritual performance, music, chant, and procession, while acknowledging that the precise identification of the implements and the social role of the leader remain debated. Stylistically, the Harvester Vase is notable for its naturalism in motion and expressive physiognomy. The open-mouthed musicians and individualized gestures mark a movement toward humanized representation in Minoan art. The artist captures not only bodies but collective behavior and emotion. Comparanda include other Hagia Triada stone vases like the Chieftain Cup or the Boxer Vase, and various fresco processions from palatial contexts. Together they suggest a visual repertoire in which group activity, procession, dance, sacrifice, was a central idiom for expressing community, hierarchy, and ritual efficacy. The presence of an identifiable leader hints at organized social roles, priests, overseers, or ritual specialists, behind ostensibly communal performance. As a rhyton, the vase was likely used in libation rites. Liquid, water, wine, or mixed offerings would be held and then released ceremonially through the vessel's lower outlet, often onto the ground, an altar, or into another container. If gilding once highlighted the relief, the visual spectacle, stone relief catching reflected light, music from the procession, and the flow of liquid, would have produced a multisensory religious experience. The Harvester Vase from Hagia Triada remains a touchstone for Minoan studies because it condenses social practice, visual sophistication, and ritual intensity into a small, exquisitely carved object. Whatever the depiction shows, The vase testifies to a culture that celebrated collective action through richly articulated image and sound. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you won't miss new ones.